The film starts with Carly Whitten and Mark King engaging in a one-night stand after meeting each other on a blind date. They are in a relationship 8 weeks later, and Carly is quite happy. Carly, a single career woman, goes to work at a law firm where she tells her friend and secretary Lydia about the relationship, where Lydia notes that Carly hasn't been with a single man in forever. Little does she know that Mark is married to a chatty and neurotic woman named Kate. Mark makes up an excuse to leave town for a few days, telling Carly there's an issue with the plumbing in his house. Carly is upset at this short notice and argues with Mark. He drops her off to have drinks with her dad Frank, who is seeing a younger woman. He convinces Carly to show up at Mark's place to surprise him. She does so dressing as a sexy plumber. She walks to his door and is greeted by Kate, who introduces herself as Mark's wife. A stunned Carly stumbles off the porch steps and trips backward, knocking into a giant urn that she breaks. An angry Carly storms into her office the next day and tears up the flowers that Mark left for her. She tells Lydia he is married, but Lydia suggests this could provide some spice in their lives. Upon realizing that Carly had slept with Mark multiple times, Kate is distraught. She visits Carly, who has a nervous breakdown. Despite this, Kate finds Carly and attempts to bond with her. Eventually, the two become unlikely friends. Kate later takes out her rage by destroying Mark's office with a golf club. Mark comes home and takes Kate out, leading her to feel tempted into sleeping with him. As she's in the bathroom getting herself ready, Mark receives a phone call from another woman. Kate overhears and fakes sick feelings to prevent lovemaking with him. The next day, while Kate and her brother Phil fix the walls, she breaks down and tells him that Carly is probably still having an affair with Mark. She later confronts Carly, who says nothing is happening, and the accusation hurts her. They figure out that Mark is seeing another woman. The ladies follow Mark to Miami and stay in Phil's beach house as they spy on Mark and his new lady. They find the couple at the beach, and both ladies are shocked to see the new, much younger, and ridiculously hot woman named Amber. Carly and Kate argue about Mark's change in taste since Carly and Kate are in their late 30s, while Amber looks only in her early 20s. Carly runs after Amber as she jogs down the beach. Kate stops her and the two of them struggle in a catfight. Amber sees them fighting in the sand and approaches. Having been caught, Carly and Kate force themselves to tell Amber that she is getting played by Mark. A little later at a parking lot, Amber is also somewhat upset and reveals that she knows who Kate is, claiming that Mark had told her he was getting divorced, but doesn't know Carly. That evening, all three ladies get together at the beach house, where even though they are mad at the same guy, they continue to bond, drink, and laugh. At the same time, Carly starts making a connection with Phil. The following day, the hungover Kate says she wants Mark to hurt, so all three ladies conspire to get the ultimate payback on Mark utilizing Carly's job as a lawyer, Kate's knowledge of Mark's lifestyle, and Amber's looks to get revenge. Back in New York, Kate starts to mess with Mark by putting hair removal cream in his shampoo and giving him loads of estrogen in his smoothies, causing him to grow breasts. Carly meets Mark on a date, catches him flirting with another woman and slips laxatives into his scotch and water. He then has explosive diarrhea in his pants and gets robbed when he tries getting people to buy him pants. The ladies consider having one of them take one for the team and sleep with Mark to get more information from him. They play rock paper scissors, leading Amber to decide she'll do it. Things get more complicated when Mark takes Kate out for a romantic dinner with his business partner Nick. She starts to feel romantically connected to Mark, regardless of his adultery. The next day, Carly and Amber show Kate a list of companies Mark has invested in and embezzled money from. Kate doesn't feel the strong drive for revenge as before. Carly exacerbates things by texting Mark to hang out. The ladies walk out on each other. Mark takes Kate to the Bahamas as he plans a business trip. Carly and Amber show up for Kate after Kate has given Carly an envelope with contracts from Mark's businesses, citing Kate as the CEO of the defrauded companies. They follow Mark from a hotel where he is with yet another woman, whom he takes to the bank where he keeps his offshore money. On the day the ladies plan to make their move, Kate throws her engagement and wedding rings into the ocean. Carly and Amber sit by her side on the beach. They later take her to the bank to resolve the situation. Mark is invited to Carly's law firm for a meeting. Lydia guides him to the conference room, where Mark is forced to stand face to face with all three ladies. Kate immediately says she wants a divorce, but Mark refuses, trying to reel her back with innocent apologizing. The ladies show Mark that Kate has returned all the money to the defrauded companies, leaving Mark with absolutely nothing while Kate gets the other half of his money. Nick comes in after being told the truth, and he fires Mark. Mark breaks down, throwing the papers everywhere and walking face first into the glass wall, causing him to bleed. He runs to a computer and sees his bank accounts closed. Then he walks into a whole glass wall, and he ruins his suit. He goes outside the building and sees his car getting towed and screams in a fury, asks how this can get worse. Frank then punches Mark in the face, knocking him down. The ladies meet one last time and toast their friendship. The ending text states that Kate works with Nick now and is the CEO of multiple successful companies. Carly and Phil became a couple and are expecting a kid. Amber starts a relationship with Frank, and they travel the globe to keep up with the summer season, though Carly refuses to call her.